most of you guys know me. This is a brand new app for me to go live on a couple of different platforms at the same time. So a little overwhelmed. And Nikki taught me how to use it, and I didn't take notes. So I'm going to do my best. I think there's a comment section. I'm not really sure. I'm going to try and navigate this, but I want to tap into. We have some really big vibes and really big transitions coming up. And so, those of you that know me, awesome. You know my jam, you know what I do. For those of you that don't, I do have quite a few new followers in some of these platforms. My name's Dime, and I'm a generational psychic. Well, hey, yay, the comment thing is working. All right, we're doing this. Um, so, yeah, I'm a generational psychic. Anyways, it doesn't even fucking matter. Let's just get into it. It's new moon today, and August is a huge month of transformation. We had a super full moon on the 1st, we have a super full moon on the 30th. We are sandwiched between a heck of a lot of energy where we are being propelled in our, lack of better terms, awakening process. So I don't want to give you anything fluffy. I am not about that. I want to give you actual tools. I want you to be prepared on what to do with the energy that's available for you to step into your highest timeline. And I think that's the most important thing for us. So it's not about, it doesn't even matter. I just did a YouTube video, so you guys can go check that out. It's the Ascension series, where I'm not holding back. Like, there is no fluffy stuff in that whatsoever. It's get your shit together. Let's do this. So I won't bring that here because we're going live. What I really want to do is tap into the energy for us and give you some direction on what to experience sort of over the next few days with this new moon vibe, because it's right in the middle of these super moons, and how to handle that energy. So I'm going to do my best. I have about 20 minutes to be here, so you can throw your questions up and I'll do my best to get to those, but I'm not going to do psychic questions where is my twin flame coming or is money coming or anything like that. Like, that doesn't matter. So, all right, here we go. So here's what we're going to do. Time does not exist. It is an illusion of the mind. So I'm going to connect into all time space reality right now. So whenever you find this, however you find this, it's whatever resonates for you is for you. So I'm just connecting into the collective. I am a starseed. I can connect into the galactic collective as well. So I feel like that wants to come through. And what I want you to do is I want you to take just a grounding breath for a second and settle in. And I'm going to ask you to pick 1, 2, or 3. One of those is going to resonate more than the other. It might be a progression. There might be a little bit in each one of these for you, or it might be a combination of all of the above. But let's tap into what the actual F-bomb is coming down the pipeline for us energetically. What do we want to do with that? What do your guides want you to know? So let me see what you're picking in the comments. 1, 2, or 3, or a combination. All right, we have an additional message. Sweet. Let's do it. Hey, Rox. All right, so there's a whole overview. So I've got 1, 2, and 3 laid out here. Now, the way my psychic gifts work, for those of you that don't know, I use oracle cards just because it helps me translate the message a lot quicker than speaking to all of the guides at once. My human's very visual. I take the picture, it puts it all together. It's very, very, very rare. It's about what the card says. I never use the book in the deck. I just use the art to translate. So if I show you a card, it's not necessarily about what you're seeing, it's how it's translated through the divine message that's coming through. So there is an overall message for the actual new moon vibe for all of us, and then we're getting really fine-tuned in 1, 2, or 3. Awesome. I see a 3 up there. That's great. Okay, here we go. Overall theme right now. Yeah, I knew this. Okay. These cards are stunning. Highly recommend, by the way. Look at the artwork. Beautiful. I know you're going to ask what deck it is. This is the deck. Okay, I call it Baron Reed. Huge fan. She's amazing in real life. Okay, overall theme for right now, what we're going through. I've spent the day with clients and students and doing recordings. I just did the energy forecast for the 21 to the 27th. Really intense vibes. Really, really big vibes on the 25th about self-awareness. So this new moon, what it's doing is stirring up what needs to be healed. Your subconscious belief structure. So the beliefs in your subconscious create an emotional response in the emotional body, which creates your frequency, which creates the way you perceive reality, which creates your outcome. Those are the 5 steps to creation. Hey, Amy. So everything goes into motion in your human experience based on your belief structure. This new moon is going to stir up what wants to be healed. You have a soul compass. There is a compass in you that says, heal this, do this. This is the direction. So many of us lean into our ascended guides and we're like, guide me, direct me in the universe and all of these things. No, that's not how it works. You are universal flow. You are connected like a phone call to everything that's available for you. Everything that's above is everything that's below. It is equal. You are learning from each other. You are guiding each other. So you're actually guiding your higher self. Um, so with this new moon energy, we're going to be stirring up what wants to be addressed in that subconscious, what wants to be transformed in the subconscious, what wants to be healed. So I really want you to pay attention to, what are you feeling? Where is there's 12 universal laws. One of them is the law of correspondence. It is on fire right now in the fact that everything is a reflection of your subconscious. So everything in your reality is reflecting something in your subconscious that wants to be loved or really celebrated. So I want you to look at your life in your journal and you're going to write, where is there lack in my life? Where is there disharmony in my life or my body or my home? Where is there ache? Do I ache for love? Do I ache for more money? What am I worried about? And then you're going to start to dig down into, where does this stem from? What is the belief structure that's hiding in me that's creating this lack? And you're going to start to dive into, where in your life did that originate? Who told you? Who told you you were unworthy? Who, like, I know we have those experiences, right? But who told you you were unworthy? Who told you to be small? Who told you to shut up? Who told you to not have a voice? Who told you to not use boundaries? Go into that memory bank and figure out what needs to be transpired. Go into that inner child space. That is your subconscious. The majority of your subconscious, if not all of it, is actually your inner child. So that's why it's so important to do the inner child work. And it can be a little bit of a slippery slope, that one. We do have a program, it's only $27 on the website for the dive into inner child healing, but it's also incorporated into the program Fully Awaken Ascend. So if you already have Fully Awaken Ascend program, don't bother buying the inner child one. It's all in there, unless you want little itty bitty fast track modules. So this is going to be the timeline right now, today, that you're going to start to really become aware of, oh, that's something that really wants to be healed. So we have this big stirring up vibe right now. Um, it's a lot of self awareness, it's a lot of epiphanies, it's a lot of what most of you call shadow work, the deep dive into the depths of all of that. So this is the timeline for it. I want you to get it done before the 25th. Like get it done is not the proper statement, but I really want you to get deep into it before the 25th. The 25th, we have a massive transition, and what you have created, you are going to have a tremendous amount of on the 26th, 27th, which is freaking awesome if you're in alignment and you're becoming the vibration of prosperity or exuberance amount of love or all of those things. So you're going to get a tremendous amount of whatever you're creating right now. It's going to like tsunami you on the 26th, 27th. So that's why it's so important to figure out, what am I attracting that's not working for me right now. Hi, Carol. Beautiful comments. All right, now we're going to go into 1, 2, or 3. So hit me up in the comments. What are you going into? Because I might get a specific message for you. If you stand out, I will absolutely be like, oh, by the way, this. I'm just trusting our connection through our guides right now. So I'm going to go into 1, 2, 3. I'm going to watch the comments gently. Is it a specific number? Is it a combination of those numbers? Or is this a progression for you? All right, here we go. Let's go into number ones. Man, as I like tap into it, it was like, oh man, if you only knew how powerful you were. Like, you don't know yet. Even if you think you're like, oh yeah, no, like I know. Oh, babe, no. There is so much more power available for you. Number one, I want you to process, what is your definition of power? Hi, I see Amy, Rachel. Okay, perfect. Aaron. Okay, I'm watching this. Okay, it's time to own your power. What is your definition of power? As children, sometimes we're taught that power is anger, or power is force, or power is dominance. No, power is like expanding your vortex. Power is, oh, just creator energy flowing through you like mad. So, number ones, you're going to be really enhancing your worth and your power, your self worth, your belief in self, your belief in deserving, moving into receiving mode. This is what you're being called out to do right now, is become the ultimate receiver, to open up the gateways to, you can have an exuberant amount of abundance and not be greedy. You can have lots of money, lots of love. You can have it all. And so I want you to kind of dive into, I know one of the struggles I used to go through was like, who am I to have everything? Like, I would sabotage one area of my life. If I had everything across the board, then I wouldn't have the body that I wanted. And when I got the body that I wanted, then I wouldn't have the finances that I wanted. It was like I couldn't possibly have it all. Um, so you're kind of learning that lesson right now of, yeah, you can. Also, some of you, so who picked number ones? Give me a quick emoji because one of you has a past life of royalty. So I'm just going to wait for you to like hit that up for me. Um, there's a tremendous amount of royalty in your bloodline. We are opening up to ancestral wisdom next week, starting on the 21st, like an overflow of it. So we're going to be pulling in past experiences, past life experiences into our here and now, which I've been able to do for quite some time. So you're going to be bringing in your gifts, your wisdom, your tools, your soul paths, your highest timelines from multiple parallel times, your Keshic records. A lot of you call it that, parallel timelines. So it's all going to be flooding through you in the starting the 21st all the way through to the 25th, and then you're going to see a lot of divine change after that. So that's coming through. One of you who've picked number one, I haven't seen you yet. You have very specific royalty that is connected into the Sumerian sort of vibe. So, probably a really good idea to do a little bit of diving into that to open up the gateways. We can only hold the amount of wisdom that our vibration aligns with, that matches with. So, when you're thinking about, um, when we're connecting into our higher energies, our ascendant guides, galactics, all of those, then they're very high vibrational beings. They're like really high dimensional consciousness. Your vibration has to level up to be able to understand and communicate on that level. That's how it happens. That's how you continue to ascend. So your vibration has to be really high. So sometimes it's really beneficial to do a little bit of research, to do a little bit of deep diving, I'm still watching for the number one that's got this royalty, to embody it, to become that vibration. We always hear, become the vibration of your desire. That's how you do it. So we want to lift that vibration up. So do a little bit of research, watch documentaries, open up to whatever articles, TikToks, whatever, I don't know, that's finding you. Pay attention to what your soul compass is pulling in to awaken that vibration so that you can hold that universal wisdom. You're going to be having some napitations as well. I'm hearing a little bit tired. I'm also hearing a little bit of digestive upset for number ones. So ascension symptoms are strong for all of us right now. You're going to get predominantly digestive upset. So just be really careful that you're not putting high fats or refined sugars into your body right now, number ones, because it's just going to create a little bit of upheaval. We want to make sure energy is moving through as well, so that we're really allowing the full embodiment of this vibe for us. And then I'm also hearing number ones, we are going to relax the diaphragm. So when you're breathing, I want you, or your collarbone right here, you're going to relax it. You're going to breathe down into the belly, and you're going to relax the diaphragm. The diaphragm is what sort of, it's like a, it doesn't matter, look it up. But I want you to relax it. So that means sticking out your belly when you're breathing and just letting it go and letting the energy move through you for number ones. All right, let's go into number twos. Robin, I'm feeling all of that. Oh, well then. I'm going to show you number one card, and then I'm going to go into number twos. Here's some powerhouses. I love this. So these were the cards for number one. beautiful change, gold energy, power, navel chakra, earth angel, royalty, like beautiful vibes. These are the cards for number twos. This is what we're going to get into right now. So this is root chakra is what I'm seeing very much. So number twos, we want to work on our foundation. I feel like you have done so much work already. I can feel that with those of you that have chosen number two. I can feel really diving into your healing journey, really diving into the repair of the past and the trauma that you've experienced. Your body wants to level up. What I'm hearing, it wants to go to another level. So I want you to think about what movement, what not fitness, but like, are you letting your body become strong? I do feel like you have conquered a tremendous amount. Number two's divine purpose. A lot of you call it soul purpose, but divine purpose is on the horizon for number twos. You're going to feel a lot of clarity, a lot of excitement, a lot of euphoric energy with this new moon. However, you're probably dizzy and vertigo with your symptoms. There's going to be okay, so root and crown for number twos, really on fire. I want you to balance out all of your chakras. So I just did a TikTok on that, on balancing out with the pendulum. Um, I just want you to make sure everything is balanced and working so that the energy can move in. You're getting an overload in your crown and you're getting an overload in your root, which can create a little bit of discombobulation or a little bit of upheaval in the internal system. So you might be feeling vertigo. If you've got a lot of vertigo, just get things aligned. If you've got a lot of dizzy or foggy brain or not thinking quite clear, then we just want to make sure that we're calibrating everything there. You do have divine purpose right around the corner. I want you to tell yourself this story. This is as hard as it gets. I really want you to own that statement. Oh, it's as hard as it gets. Like it's over. You're done. You're done the hard shit if you allow it to be done. So I don't want you to go back into that internal confusion or indecisiveness. Nothing needs to be forced, nothing needs to be rushed. I want you to trust the process. You're learning to embody trust right now, but you're also learning to merge your highest energy with your human experience. So there's a lot of propelling energy that's going to come forward. You're going to be getting this around the 23rd, 24th of August, but the onset of it has already happened. You've been doing the work all along. So it's amazing. It seems like I'm always saying that lately. Good. I hope the good part, like it's as hard as it gets. Like it's not getting any harder. So there's that piece. I want you to adorn yourself as well. Can you do something to honor all four of your bodies? So I want you to go into a little bit of a ritual over the next couple of days. What is your love language? That's super important. I want you to know what your love language is. Lovelanguage.com, I believe, is a website. There's a little test. Take it. Whatever your love language is, there's 5 of them. I want you to start demonstrating it to yourself for the next few days. Like, fulfill yourself with your love language. If it's acts of service, you're going to like, I'm making you a cup of tea. And you're going to honor your body. You're going to be like, hey, um, hey, Donna, I feel like your name seems so familiar. Donna Crow. Awesome to connect. So love language, you're going to speak your love language to yourself. You're going to just give yourself all the love in the world. This is going to help settle out any indecisiveness that might be coming for you next week. So you're getting like a little activation right now of this merging of higher self and your current self. So you're embodying a lot. And then it's sort of like you're peaking that mountain. So you may feel a couple of ascension symptoms. Don't own them. Just like, oh, I'm leveling up. That's great. Don't own it, and instead move into this is as hard as it gets and go into spoiling yourself. As I said that, I just got the biggest spins of my whole life. So I'm just going to check something here. Quickly scrolling through who is in the chats. One of you. All right, I know who it is now. I am going to message you privately. Wild. Just got a whole vision of you. That's amazing. Hey, Vicky. All right, let's go into number threes. Love all the newbies. It's beautiful. Love sharing energy. All right, we're going into number threes. Number threes, you are effing powerhouses. You're done. You're done with bullshit. You're done with I can see a lot of contrast in your life. Um, or there has been a lot of contrast, a lot of like burn the bridge, slam the door, lock the door, a lot of like you're moving out of indecisiveness and you're moving into completion. You're finishing up a cycle. You are Hi Amy. You're finishing a chapter. It's not even a chapter, you guys. Like number 3 is like a whole other book. It's like go and check your journal. Like you might be close to the end of your journal, even like so symbolically of like I'm starting over. But I just feel like so many of you are like, close it, lock it, torch it. It's over. I'm not doing it anymore. This is the direction I'm going in. It's very fierce. We're having a big activation of divine feminine energy. So you're going to be feeling them moving through you. It's gorgeous. Own it. It is all about what doesn't serve me. Say no. That is why that is my last name. Like no is a complete sentence. You can say no thank you if you want to be super cute about it, but no, I'm not doing that. That's not for me. You're going to be mastering boundaries, number 3. So it's really important that you pay attention to your language. Statements such as, let that sit with me. That's a good boundary. Statement as, I'm sure it's not your intention, but when you do blah, 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 it makes me feel blah, blah, blah. What's going on? Are you all right? It is all about boundaries. It is about power. It is about walking away from things that don't serve you. It is about being the storm. Like the storm isn't moving by. Like you are the storm. You're going to be understanding your power, your um, telekinesis, your ability to morph matter. Like you're evolving tremendously, but there is some doors that do have to be closed for you. It is a process of the moment that you trust, you're learning to embody trust, that you're like, okay, I am ready to close this door. I'm ready to say goodbye to this thing because it's been sitting for a while, anyways. And instead of going to your cards or your tools and being like, should I walk away? Like, I don't know. Is this the right thing to do? You're just confusing the whole thing. You already know. If you keep asking if you should walk away from it, walk away. But walk away. You can always go back, right? But this is about closing doors. This is about courage. This is about stepping into newness, new career, divine purpose, new relationships, new wardrobe, transformation. You may shave your head, chop off your hair like I just did. It's beautiful. So embrace it. Embrace it. Be powerful. With this, you are very much learning, number 3s, to own your uniqueness, own your authentic self, own your power, own it. If you are different, good. Because I don't want you to fit in. I don't want to be like anybody else. I don't want you to be like anybody else. I want you to experience how liberating it is to own your damn self and not have a single one of these to give to anybody else except for love. You don't like it? Don't look. Like that's where you're coming to. You're coming to this power. It's gorgeous. Like, mwah, gorgeous. In that, however, you're going to feel a little bit of stirring up of discomfort because sometimes it's really hard to be like, so that doesn't work for me. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Um, just own it. It's all going to settle, but I do feel like you're going to stir the pot a little bit. Like you're going to be like, oh, let me just like shake it up for you. You are triggering other people as well. So whenever I trigger someone, I never trigger intentionally. I usually give a trigger warning. But if I trigger someone because I'm powerful and I love myself and I'm successful or I'm radiant or I dress like I'm 22 and I'm not 22, I don't care. My response is, oh, did I trigger you? Oh, you're welcome. Well, now you can go figure out what's going on within you. That's nice. I walk away. That's where you're coming. That's where you're arriving. You're arriving at the, not my problem. So that's really exciting. I love it. All right. I have no idea what the delay is on this live versus you guys. Again, this is the very first time that I'm using it. So hopefully it worked. It seems like it's working. Yeah. So there's a breakdown of what to expect. We are in big times. So lots of beautiful, incredible things are, is it okay to feel a little bit of each? Absolutely. I was feeling a little bit of each of those. So yes, 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 absolutely. There's no right or wrong. Um, there's a lot of big changes coming in September. I will be recording the monthly forecast on Friday or Thursday. I don't know, this week, anyways, for September. It will be available towards the very end of the month. It will be heavy. I'm going to give you that warning. We're fine. Everything's fine. Don't panic. You're going to be exactly where you need to be when all of this stuff goes down, but it's going to be heavy. So I'll let you know when that's available, and I'm going to do my best. I've tried to schedule in a lot of stop-ins here. That's why I thought today was a good day to give it a go on the new moon. Um, I'm going to do as many pop-ins as I can to offer you direction. I'm not claiming to be special. I'm not a fucking guru. I just, for some reason, I am intensely, since being in the womb, connected. Um, and I have a tremendous amount of universalism that's flown through me with all my past lives. I'm not special. I'm not trying to be special. I really don't give a fuck to be special. I'm here to be of service. So I will be as much service as I can throughout the month. Hey, Amy, are these paid things or on YouTube for free? Everything on YouTube is free and everything here is free. I try to give as much as I can away, but we do have a few programs available. So our Fully Awaken and Ascend, it's on sale, drastically on sale right now. And you get a free divine alignment session with that one. That's my favorite program. It's my favorite thing to teach. It is the Power 369, quantum entanglement, the ascension process, the universal laws. It is a tremendous amount of information. It's a lot, but it'll change your life completely. And then we have an inner child program that's available. I just saw a video of yours yesterday, followed you, and then now I'm here. Yay! Wonderful, Donna. Hey, Ricky. Amazing. I love all the comments. I'm going to scroll and make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I will do updates here free as much as I can. And I have an Ascension series on YouTube. So everything's diamond no. There's an Ascension series on YouTube that I keep doing. Sarah Rose's podcast is up there as well. It's all about shadow work. We just try and throw it as much as we can in between our students. Odd question. The tip of my tongue has been a tad sore, agitated. I don't know. Like, did you bite it, burn it? Maybe. I don't think with the Ascension symptoms, like, I use this as like a lesson moment, not for you specifically. I'm not picking on you. We get so caught up in, oh my God, the Ascension symptoms. If you start saying, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm dizzy, I'm unwell, you're telling your body what to do. And we do have a lot of odd things that are happening. Like, we're in meat suits on a planet that's fully inundated with radiation. Like, we're going to have some disharmony. We're going to have some discomforts. We're going to have some icky things, right? So does it matter if it's an Ascension symptom or something else? Like, does it actually matter, right? If you can tap into it and you know it's not life threatening, then don't tell the story to hold on to it. Be like, oh, that's an interesting symptom. There is, so there's a book by Louise Hay called You Can Heal Your Life. I'm not really a lover of the book, but in the back of the book, there's a whole chart on physical body parts and ailments. It's a really good reference. I love it. So you can check that out. I think you might be able to find it online. Like, what does the tongue spiritually mean? Also, dreammoods.com. I literally should have shares on this website because I preach about it so much. Dreammoods.com is an incredible reference, even if it's not in your dream. Like, let's say that you keep seeing, let's say you keep biting your tongue. Look up tongue in the dream mood, dreammoods.com. It'll give you like a spiritual undertone of like what it means. And then you can sort of put together what your subconscious is saying. So we have 4 bodies: your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual body. Your mental and emotional body work as a team to tell the physical body what to do. The physical body follows those 2 bodies. So if you've got something going on in your emotional body, your subconscious, then it is going to showcase itself in the physical. So when you understand what the tongue means, then you can understand what the energy attached to the emotional body, what's going on in the subconscious that your body is showcasing to you, because they work as a team. They work to say, this is what you need to heal. So it's not about your actual tongue, it's about what it represents. The name of the book is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And it's the back one. The back of the book has like a whole agenda in it. It's really cool. Really good resource. But also dreammoods.com, and that one's free. Um, yeah, I think that's what I was going to say. Cool beans. All right, it's 5 o'clock. I got to peace out and jump back on students with my students. Love you all tremendously. So check out the latest video if you want some harsh love. It is not very, it's not like light and fluffy and like, we've got this, it's going to be great. I'm literally like lecturing you on the YouTube video. So trigger warning with that one. And yeah, just continue to be brave, bold, raw, and I'll see you when I see you. I love you guys. All right. I don't even know how to turn this off. Found it.